I hope you have unlimited text messaging. By Miss Carr. Chapter 134. Emails from Malta with love. From Tony Carbonell to Real PR Forever, CCMJ Watson. Subject: We would love to have you at the Avenger compound. Yes, I got your voicemail. I apologize for not responding sooner. I've been avoiding most calls due to the incident in Mumbai. The press are vicious. Your voicemail should have been passed to me earlier. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Also, by the time I listened to your message, it was after midnight in New York and it would just not be polite to call. That's why I decided to send an email instead. We would be happy to have you on the medical staff at the Avenger compound in upstate New York. Now that the bulletproof pacifist is taking a more active role, along with Spidey Sr.'s penchant for doing stupid things like getting a building dropped on him, we can use staff that understands the unique needs of the Avengers. I think you can be that person. My assistant, Mary Watson, CC'd on this email, will contact you all the details and put you in touch with HR to finalize your contract as soon as it's a reasonable time in New York. She was the one who reminded me that I'm no longer on Mumbai time. She wasn't happy. However, she still will take care of you in the morning. I'm not sure of the details of your contract because that's an HR thing and they hate me, but I promise you will be receiving premium compensation along with housing and other perks. You will, however, be asked to sign the non-disclosure agreement due to the fact that there are additional enhanced people living on the Avengers campus for their own protection. You will be asked to protect their identity for their sake. I'm certain you are aware that this position will be requiring you to relocate to the upstate facility, but I think that might be why you want to take this position in the first place. You will be given a small apartment on the Avenger campus. We can even arrange for your son to go to one of the private schools in the area, or I can arrange for a tutor. Both will be covered by SI. I'm personally leaning towards tutor because at least that way we won't have to come out with lies to keep your baby out of gym class or recess. Actually, a few of the other young people hiding at the facility are also working with tutors, so that would probably be best. We can start our own little young Avenger school. We'll teach them how to be champions for justice early on. Feel free to contact me or my assistant, Mary, if you have any additional questions. We look forward to having you as a member of the Avenger team. From Pepper Pot to the Mechanic. Subject: What happened to Mumbai? Tony, what the hell happened to Mumbai? I tried calling, but Friday said you have the apocalypse filter on, which means that unless I'm dying, she won't even forward my calls. I hate the apocalypse filter. Where are you? Are you safe? Just because we're not together anymore doesn't mean I don't need to know these things, because I do. Just call me and let me know if you're okay. From Pepperpot to the Mechanic. Subject: What happened in Mumbai? Friday told me you are safe, but refuses to tell me where you actually are. That's understandable since someone tried to kill you yesterday. Why do you still have the apocalypse filter up? Is it because of the attempted assassination? I'm going to leave another voicemail. Call me. From Pepperpot to the Mechanic. Subject: RE. What happened in Mumbai? I talked to James. Who knows what happened from Agent Piper because you haven't even bothered to debrief him on the situation yet. I am pretty sure you're having a sex marathon with your boyfriend. I really thought you outgrew this after Cancun '07. Also, there are media reports that you proposed while in Mumbai, and I would love to know how much of a rumor that was. Just so I can figure out if the paparazzi are going to start following me again. And yes, the person who fucked my boyfriend behind my back also sold the story to the press, or rather her publicist did. I have horrible taste in boyfriends. From Pepperpot to the Mechanic. Subject: Seriously, Tony, call me! Email and text messages also acceptable. How long does the sex marathon last? It's not like it's another orgy. I think I've repressed to ED06. Now that's the worst thing I walked on you doing. From the Mechanic to Pepperpot. Subjects: RE. Seriously, Tony, call me! Double exclamation points. Okay, you are obviously pissed at me for not responding. I really should have checked the Mechanic account earlier. And you were right about me being preoccupied with Steve, but you've seen him shirtless. Oh wait, it's probably in bad taste for me to make comments like that, especially after the shitty ex-boyfriend.
I'm trying not to be a dick. I hope Yo-Yo has time to haunt his house. I want her to make him miserable. Yes, your taste in men is horrible, me included. Me especially. Why did you date me when you were well aware of things like Tahiti and Cancun? By the way, I think I've repressed most of Tahiti. That was bad. I guess that's reason 622 for me to keep being sober. I don't even know why Steve is still here. I may have casually mentioned in conversation about preferring a night wedding due to supervillains being less likely to attack, and he kind of just smiled and argued that he didn't want a wedding that late. That might be where the paparazzi are getting ideas about a possible marriage proposal, or from the fact I may have already got a ring. I thought I was discreet, but I'm not that good at discretion. You're aware. Look, I'm doing this to keep Happy from doing it. That would just be cruel. He's still mad at me for ship sinking his OTP. How is Happy anyway? I'm kind of glad he left Mumbai before everything went to shit. We were okay because professional boy band, but it would have been bad for him. Sorry, I can't tell you where I am exactly because of what happened in Mumbai. Although I will say I'm somewhere that I actually own. So if things go badly, at least we won't have to give a $250,000 tip. I thought it would be good to lay low for a couple of days after Mumbai. Piper is with us, although Davis left for a special assignment. I'm really tired of people trying to kill me when I'm working. But hey, at least sunflower oil was not involved this time. Hey, did you know that some hair care products have sunflower oil? I found that out the hard way recently. Anyway, I'm safe, as Honeybear probably reassured you, but I just wanted to tell you that myself. I just needed to take a few days to decompress. Steven got shot. Twice. However, I didn't get a scratch, mostly because I'm pretty sure he got in the way of a bullet at least once, for me. I kind of just needed to hold him for a while. I may have been extra clingy. I hate close calls. Now I feel like I need to apologize for all the times I showed up with armor full of bullet holes or almost died on you. It really sucks from this side. I'm scared and worried and not sure how to quite deal with it. So again, sorry for everything I put you through. I am completely aware I was a shit boyfriend. Seriously, you're too good for everyone. How are you? Yes, I realize that's a loaded question, but I still want to know. I'm worried about you. If Stefan wasn't here, I would have brought you along. I just didn't want to add more awkwardness to the situation, and well, Happy told me how you found out that they asked was an asshole. And well, everything just feels awkward. I don't want that for us, but sometimes I'm not sure how to avoid it. Despite that, you know I worry. I'm never going to not worry about you. You're my best friend besides Platypus. I like for you and me to be almost normal with each other. I'm sure that's just the wishful fantasy, but I'm still hopeful. We have to get there eventually, right? Anyway, I'll try to get to LA to visit as soon as I can, or at least arrange things so I'll be in New York next time you're in New York.
From The Mechanic to Teenage Mutant Ninja Spider. Subject: I'm proud of you. Hi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Spider. Greetings from an undisclosed location. Although I'm trying to convince your aunt to let you come to this place for Christmas, I feel like I owe her a European vacation. So you probably heard about Mumbai. The wedding was good, and the food was excellent. The terrorist attack, not so good. But no people with powers were harmed, and we got the power back on. Also, the country of India will no longer extradite the rogue Avengers on sight. So all is good. Okay, it's not good that they now have their own domestic branch of watchdogs to deal with. But I feel like they will do something about it. More than the US did before the pre-election blackouts and Senator Hateful's arrest. I heard you did well during the blackout/terrorist attack. I'm proud of the work you did. Maybe it's good that you're being a local spider person right now. You can make a difference. How are things working with you and the bulletproof pacifist? I've heard you guys make a really good team. Anyway, I'm sorry, I've been kind of in the boyfriend bubble for like the last week. Yes, adults do that stuff too. Or maybe I just do that sort of stuff because I kind of skipped high school. I'm starting to think high school is where you learn actual survival skills for the real world. I feel like I'm missing most of those. I'm sorry, I did that. You don't deserve for me to kind of go into the love bubble. I will try to be more responsive, even when I'm with my boyfriend. Yes, I want an update on your life, so yes, always feel free to email me. It may take me a moment to respond, but I will always respond. From The Mechanic to Monkey Lover. Subject:
Yes, I got your text messages, and sorry, I was distracted by Stefan's abs and ass. Sorry, monkey lover, I really should have got back to you a lot earlier. I kinda got distracted with a boyfriend. I also wanted to lay low for a few days after Mumbai. I'm sure Piper told you that we successfully got the lights back on in Mumbai. The Hellfire Protocol worked well. It led them straight to me, anyway. But hey, I was having brunch with the former members of my boy band, so it was good. The counselor referred to it as a team rebuilding exercise. As you are aware, we have to do a lot of rebuilding, mostly because of my stupidity. Don't tell your boss, but I think the band might be back together again, or at least together enough that we can fight if the aliens start to attack. Again, baby steps. Yes, you may use Friday for official S.H.I.E.L.D. business. You're pre-approved. Although, is it really still S.H.I.E.L.D. if you're going to continue using the ATCU as your public front? Congratulations on Agent being in charge again, as well as Mac being the new number 2. I'm sending balloons and chocolate, the good stuff. I'm sure that makes everything a little easier. Also, congratulations on Platypus deciding to keep you guys in the shadows. I know you were wary about S.H.I.E.L.D. becoming public again, and now you don't have to worry about that. Rebuilding of public image is hard. I'm still the Merchant of Death after nearly a decade of not selling weapons. The murder by fiasco didn't exactly make that any better. Is it appropriate to ask you how your mental health staycation went? I think it's okay since I'm on a lot of medication and will have to schedule a really long session with my therapist as soon as I get back. I have so much to process. I may have used the wedding in India to float the idea of maybe getting married at some point. I didn't bring out the ring, but I did mention I want us to have a nighttime wedding because you just know that villains will attack if we do it during the daytime. Also, the paparazzi will just be all over it, especially if I'm able to come clean about who Stefan actually is. Also, I think there's like a 98% chance that Stefan found the ring hidden in the jumbo box of condoms. Really, I should have known better. Of course, even with the perfect immune system, Stefan would have a preference. Although he hasn't said anything about it yet, so I shouldn't panic, right? Or should I panic because he hasn't said anything? Or am I just overreacting to everything? We have to do lunch when I'm in DC. And science. Science with lunch. I love sciencing with you! P.S. Did you figure out how the watchdogs managed to get into the Accords database?